What a view. What a view. Hello everyone and welcome back to sort of an in-between episode for Journey Through Versions. We are on technically Alpha 1.0.0, but it's the exact same day as the previous version, so I'm counting this as a mini episode. Today we are going to do just a little bit of a base tour. Show what we've built so far in the past 8 episodes, and well, yeah, that's all we're doing today. Here is the house that we built on day 1 and also day 2. I chose to use stone for the roof as it's quite an expensive material, but the wool at the sides is a bit more expensive, and it actually used to be the same color as the stone, but the game actually updated it, and now it's white wool instead of light gray, and so I created this sort of interesting look for the house. Anyways, let's go inside Port Spawn's Soul House. Once you go in, you can only see a couple of chests, and this is where I keep my iron and whatnot, and my blocks. Honestly, there's not much to do within this section of the house. And over here is where all my crafting stuff is, which, considering the version, it's just a bunch of furnaces and this workbench here. These 2 furnaces are perpetually burning. They have nothing in them. They're not actually doing anything. But I managed to use the glitch to get them in. Anyways, let's go up to the 2nd floor. And here is the room of blocks. This just shows off all the blocks that I have obtained so far. And it's really not much. Like, it's just a log, glass, planks, sand, obsidian, dirt, then the 2 flowers, which is dandelion and rose. We also have gold block, iron block, cobblestone, white wool, gravel, and also stone slabs and cobblestone. It's really not much once you think about it, because say you want some purple, tough out of luck, buddy. Tough out of luck. Fresh out of luck. Misspoke. I misspoke. And here's the balcony. This kind of is empty, actually. I was meaning to improve this, but it's not been improved at all. Anyways, let's make our way to the backyard for one moment. That right there is my mine. It's honestly not that interesting. And here's my backyard. It's just a pretty decently sized tree farm. And hang on, let me kill this zombie here. This tree farm actually took me quite a while to build, only a couple of hours. And it's honestly, well, I mean, it's pretty nice looking. Look at it. I think it was worth adding, even if it did destroy the sort of nature feel from it a little bit. What the heck was that spider doing? They were comboing me. Oh my goodness. My armor! Anyways, let us go over to the pathway. What are you doing in my house? Get out of my house, sheep. So as we go over to the pathway, see, it's just made of some stone, gravel, and stone slabs. We can make our way past this little fountain I made. It's honestly, it's not the best looking, but it's really grown on me, and I wouldn't change it. As we make our way up the path, there's kind of nothing of interest over here, but there is a section in the path where the torches are only 2 blocks apart, and I highlighted it with a couple of red roses, just to make everyone a little bit mad. And as we continue heading down the path, we can pass a very minor waterfall. It looks honestly much better in the daytime, but oh well, we started this at nighttime. And we make our way to a brief terrace. Now, you're not actually supposed to walk here, even though you're very easily able to. It's just there to add a lot of aesthetic to the shoreline. Anyways, the dock itself is shaped a bit like a 4, just because why not? And it's here just to, well, provide a sense of travel. Boats can arrive and depart, and well, that's all there is to it. And don't worry, if you fall into water, you can climb right back up. And here is our most recent build. A fairly boxy boat. Not really that interesting, but if you go in, you can see a primitive wheel with something just for you to set something down on. And you can climb up here and you'll go onto a crow's nest. It's really not anything, but it does give you a bit of a view of the things around you. Oh my goodness me, I almost fell. And now if we make our way down below deck, you can find yourself 2 beds and 2 more beds. This is the crew's sleeping quarters, and that's about it. These windows here, well, we would have cannons, but that would require obsidian, and we didn't have the budget for that. We also didn't have the space for the cannons. So you'll just have to imagine we point out here with a bow and arrows and shoot. The last section of the base, one moment, let me quickly follow the actual intended path. And the last thing to show in our base is the lighthouse. Honestly, I tried something with it and I think it worked to an extent. It created a bit of a unique shape. So this is the lighthouse of Port Spawn. As you head in, you can look up and see the spiral staircase. This took a while to build because slabs, as you can see, can't exactly be placed upside down, so kind of just had to make do with placing it like this, along with not knowing really how to make a spiral staircase. So it's a miracle that I'm able to walk up it as smoothly as I can. I did give up here though, so you just climb the rest of the way. This lighthouse, it just serves its purpose, but it also works as a good vantage point for areas around. See the sheep over there? You can see why I chose not to cover the land with trees, since it was already not that visible from ground level. And this bit here, it's only dirt because it was the block I had available at the time, and it really wasn't that noticeable from far away. This is one of those builds where you wouldn't expect someone to be up top for that long, so the dirt really isn't that important. And yeah, that would be the base. It's not too much once you lay it out like this, but it definitely feels like it's lived in, at least by my standards. I'll be seeing you all later.